Hey, what up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Attack Sleeker Heroes. Rawr. Let's get right back into it, shall we? And before we get right back into it, I'm just going to go in here and rename this episode Garo Attack Sleeker Heroes. That's 279. Part 2, and we're good. There we are. See, not so bad. Not as bad as before when I just, in addition to renaming, I go and upload it, and then it takes away from the episode like quite a bit. It only took like 10 seconds. Calm down, you motherfuckers. Calm down. It's okay. Last episode, we started off on Cadmia. Had some pretty smooth sailing. We're hoping to do more of the same today. Also, we were talking about Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving now, since this is coming out on a Wednesday, is going to be tomorrow. Fun times, right? So, hold on. Rubies or... you know what? It's rubies. It's always rubies right now because fucking we need to get those auto clickers. Yes. Well, we got 12 rubies so far already, which is not a lot because we started off at 9 at the beginning of this ascension, so... Yeah, I have no idea why I'm getting shit out on rubies so much, but whatever. Fuck it. Let's just check our stats real quick. We've only gotten 3 clickables with rubies, and all 3 of them were 1 ruby each. So far, so not good. So we're lacking a little bit on that front, but it's okay. We'll hopefully things will get better. But yeah, last episode I was talking about Thanksgiving, and hopefully you guys commented on that episode saying what you guys will be doing that time. Would love to hear all that stuff. Read some nice stories around the campfire or the computer, whichever one you got. But yeah, it'd be nice to read those around that festive time to see what everyone else is thankful for this year. Which would be another really nice thing to comment on this episode right at the bottom. What are you guys thankful for this year that you're alive? You may come from different countries. You may hail from this country. You may have heard or read or seen a lot of stuff in the news lately. There's a lot of negative stuff, but let's not focus on that, and let's focus on the positives. What are you guys thankful for in all this turmoil? That'd be nice to hear. That'd be a good thing to hear in this episode. Regardless, last episode I was saying a lot of stuff about Thanksgiving. This episode, I think I'm going to focus on the Yuletide era, if you will. People saying Happy Holidays instead of Merry Christmas now. People getting super offended by that. Oh, I'm terribly sorry if you're offended by the words that I speak out of my own fucking mouth, you goddamn fucking piece of shit. Sorry. Alright. I'll stop getting political and just tell you about what I've learned about this Yuletide era. So, let's think logically, scientifically, and reasonably about this. So right now we live in a great time and day and age where we have fucking technology. Most of us are living inside of a shelter with a roof and walls to enclose us, and if not, we got blankets and fucking we have a way to stay warm. We got food that we're gonna be eating in the warmth of our homes and whatnot, unless you're homeless, in which case, if you're homeless, how the fuck are you watching this? I would know, no, that's a legitimate question. If you are homeless and watching this, I want to know how and why. Use your time better, please, than watching me fucking click on a fucking computer screen for 15 minutes a day. I don't know about that, but that's a little weird. Regardless, I'm saying we're living in a day and age in the future. I guess we're in the future right now, guys, where it's where we're not worried about some of the lower tiers on Maslow's hierarchy of needs, where we're not fighting and scrounging and scrapping around for food, water, a place to go, number 1 and number 2, and also shelter and warmth, okay, and safety. We're not lacking of those. For most, for 90% of people in first world countries are not lacking of those. That's a fake statistic that I just made up, but I'm guessing it's around there. Regardless, Especially if you're like watching this video. Like basically all the people watching this video probably are not lacking for those things. But if you want to just bring your brain back in time a little bit to back, like, I don't know, like 1800s, 1700s, even as early as like, you know, like the dawn of this great country of ours, you know. And even before that, we didn't have none of that. We weren't promised or guaranteed none of that, you know. And it was most, and the winter season was a season where everyone would, you know, subconsciously or consciously just get ready to, like, maybe not see some of their fellow human beings ever again. Think about it. Not much back in the day survived the fucking cold times, cold seasons. You know, you're if you were, I would hate to say dumb enough or just unlucky enough to have a child born right before that fateful season. You know, they would have to survive that. Or if you're an elderly person back in those times and you had to survive that, you know, that was a very real concern for everyone, is that they might not survive this season. You know, it's yeah. Think about that for a second. Back in the day, you take a look at your young, maybe less than a year old, like brother or son, or sister or daughter. Or look at your, you know, like great uncle or grandfather, or even like your dad, who just happens to be like a little bit older now because you're turning into a man yourself. You'd look at them and you would be afraid. You'd be afraid that they would not last the wintertime. You know, it's a very real concern. So, what a lot of people did back in the day, to take their minds off, you know, this, you know, very real and stressful situation, to sort of like ease their psychological pain in this sense. They created a lot of festivals, a lot of parties, a lot of merriment was going around. People were passing around gifts. People were celebrating, you know, because that's what fucking human beings do, bro. In the face of death, we fucking throw a fucking party, bruh. That's what we fucking do, son. You know? Don't ever tell me that human beings aren't the most badass motherfuckers on the planet, let alone the fucking universe. I've yet to see a fucking alien come to Earth, and I think it's because they're fucking scared of us, bro. There we go. Academy is level 1000, and we're just fucking coasting at this point. Looking good right now. Academy is awesome. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yes. I think it's because they're fucking scared of us. Because we're fucking strong fucking motherfuckers, y'all. You know? Not just physically. Because we are pretty strong physically as well. Even after the advent of, you know, laziness, television, board games, and fatty foods and fast food and all that, we're still, like, fucking strong. It takes a lot to fucking, you know, break a person down and kill him, you know. It's not just a fucking bonk on the head. You know, you gotta fucking go at somebody if you want to be dead. Even if they're like a young little kid or like an elderly person, you gotta go at them if you want to be fucking like not alive anymore, dog. That's the truth, dog. Not to mention we have like medicines now. Everything's like gearing towards us surviving even fucking more than we were back in the day, son. It is some crazy shit. We're some badass motherfuckers, I tell you. But yes, so regardless of which holiday you are celebrating and why you are celebrating it, whether it's for religious reasons, whether it's just like a cultural thing, you know, societal thing, or whether it's just like a family thing, you know, understand and be respectful of everyone else who's celebrating during this time, because, you know, deep in our subconscious we understand that this is a trying time for most. You know, evolutionarily wise, if that's a word, which you know, it is now. There you go. Put that shit on Urban Dictionary. That's a word now. But yeah, so that's my, well, not my. I read this on an article on Cracked. playsaurus.com, but it's also, but I definitely like prescribe to this theory of where all of these holidays came from and why they're all located so close to one another. It's because everyone has had these same experiences as well, and I believe it's the same for the entire population of the planet Earth. Even though during like our wintertime in Australia, it's like their summertime. It's, you know, I believe during their wintertime over there, which is our summertime, they have festivals and shit as well. I'm pretty sure they still celebrate Christmas, because like, and I guess their Santa is just fucking wearing shorts or some shit at that point. But yeah, they still celebrate Christmas and believe in Santa. And I think part of that also has to do, specifically, like speaking about Australia, I guess, is because all Australians came from like the UK, so it's like they understand that sort of that thing, and they just carry those traditions over, even though during like the winter, sorry, the December era, it's super hot in Australia. But yeah, the tradition's still carried over, though. I'm pretty sure that's how everything goes. So yeah, that's a little tiny little story, little rant, kind of half rant, half story about the Yuletide era and how things came to be this way. Why there's so many holidays around here, and why they're all so different from one another. Well, I didn't explain why they're all so different from one another. I did explain why they're all so similar to one another, though. And it's mostly, as you will notice, it's mostly about just family and togetherness, and you know, love, I guess, is a good one. Is a good descriptive word for that. So yeah, little positivity, little warm-hearted feelings coming towards your way about all the things going on there. Cool, awesome. Well, getting back to gameplay, I guess. Might as well. I did promise that I would stick to like half gameplay, half commentary, and most of this episode has been all about commentary. So let's go back to gameplay a little bit. Cadmia at level 1200 now, y'all, and she is still not slowed down. I am waiting until Cadmia gets up to like level 1500 to make any rash judgment calls, but I'm thinking it's gonna be a nice time when next episode we're going to be gilding Alabaster. That is gonna be sick as fuck. And hopefully we make some progression too. Hopefully a lot of help from that comes from our new ancient Boobos over here, who's going to progress us forward quite a bit. Maybe we're going to get more progression out of that. Maybe we're going to get more guilds out of that. So let's keep an eye on it, because right now we're at 260. Maybe next time around we're going to have like not even 280. We'll have like 290 or something. And they'll influence us gilding Alabaster even more than that. Which is nice. It's nice. Oh shit! Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Not to mention, come on. There it is. Okay. Not to mention, you know, that next ascension is gonna most likely, hopefully, at this point, I'm just clinging to hope. It's gonna get us another one of these auto clickers, so we can finally make our purchase of No Gardenet like better, which I just figured out. Well, I didn't figure it out. I went onto the wiki, but No Gardenet is not like a hilarious like you know, anagram or acronym for like, oh, you're not gonna guard this shit. It's actually backwards from Tin Dragon, which is apparently is a big old moderator on the what's it called? Yes, Ruby. Big old moderator on the Clicker Heroes forums. So that's fun to know, I guess. Tin Dragon backwards, and which ooh, nice. Yes, gold. Give me all the gold. which hopefully, you know, not hopefully, but it would be cool if he was the one who came up for the idea of this ancient, or the one that's like, hey, so right now auto clickers do nothing for people who want to do idle mode, so maybe we should maybe suggest this. I don't know exactly. All I know is that it's named after him, so that's pretty cool. I think super into Playsaurus for you know, so being so community centered. It's super nice. Regardless, you know, rambling on at this point, I'll take care of Cadmia. You guys, don't you fucking worry. I'm gonna take care of Cadmia off screen. But for right now, this is about all we really need to see progression-wise from Cadmia to make our decisions. So, or to confirm our decisions. So, like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode. That's gonna be a doozy. Alright, see you guys then. Peace out.